I would like to bring forth our next Sikh speaker. He is Dr. Amarjit Singh of the National Alliance of Sikh Americans. He has come here all the way from Washington, D.C. today to speak with us. So please give him a warm welcome.
Back.
Oh, sorry.
Bolai Sonia! Khalistan! Zindabad! Khalistan! Zindabad! Leke rahange! Khalistan! Sant Jarnail Singh Khalsa Pindramale! Zindabad! Sant Jarnail Singh Khalsa Pindramale! Zindabad! Leke rahange! Khalistan! Bolai Sonia!
Today, hundreds of people of South Asian origin, irrespective of their caste, color, creed, gender, have gathered here today in front of Madison Square Garden to protest a neo-Nazi in the making. After the Second World War, a slogan was given, never again, never again. But what we are seeing is that the only superpower on this planet has invited a neo-Nazi, a fascist, a murderer to come to United States. The person who was banned from this country on the recommendation of their own commission, United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, which came into being under the Congressional Act of 1997, that if for 9 years, from 2005 to 2014, Modi was a murderer, is there any river like Ganges in the United States? Modi might have purified himself by washing himself in the river Ganga, and that is how he got elected from Varanasi. Has he been given a dip here in River Potomac or Hudson that now there is no more any blood on his hands? So I think this togetherness of Sikhs, Muslims, Christians and righteous Hindus here together is giving a message that maybe the superpower has its own compulsion. Maybe this Baniya has compromised with the Modi Baniya of Gujarat, but still there are people with the conscience alive, those who are not ready to accept this fascist man over this land, which Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, which the very ideology of this land has been that free from persecution, a land of liberty, land of justice, land of prosperity. And one more thing I like to add, I always quote these days the quote of President Roosevelt when he said, "We all should hang together, otherwise we will be hanged separately." And I think this message of togetherness is a message to these fascists that we are not going to behave like, as a rabbi said once about Nazi Germany, that they came after a Catholic. I was silent as I was not a Catholic. They came after a civil libertarian. I was not the one, so I was silent. They came after a Jew. I was silent as I was not a Jew. And then they came after me. And nobody was left to speak for me. And this togetherness is giving the message that we will oppose this man who is the blue-eyed boy of Hindu fascism, the very clear message of Hindu ideology. And very few people, they know that how this RSS was inspired by fascism, was inspired by Nazis ideology. And Golwalkar, the second founder father of RSS after Dr. Hedgewar, he has said that what final solution Hitler has done of the minorities in Germany is very relevant to India to deal with the minorities. Their very concept of Hindustan, and Mohan Bhagwat repeatedly saying in the last 4 months since Modi was elevated to the prime ministership is that Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains are Hindus and to subjugate Muslims. How they have come up with this love jihad thing, how they have engineered rioting between the Sikhs and Muslims in Hyderabad and Saharanpur, and even with the victims of those floods in Kashmir. They are saying with pride that, look, you used to accuse that our army killed 70,000 Kashmiris. Now our army has saved 70,000 Kashmiris by coming to their rescue. And Vice Chancellor of Ujjain University, one Mr. Kaul, must be a near relative of Jawaharlal Nehru. He was also called. He made an appeal to the students in Ujjain University that please help the Kashmiri flood victims. They ransacked the office, beat the Vice Chancellor in his office. That itself is a proof that they are still teaching lessons to minorities in Kashmir regarding Punjab, what we are doing or what is happening to us. I won't repeat it. Many of you know that how one genocide after the other was engineered by Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi and subsequent prime ministers, and another stalwart of RSS, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, said about Indira Gandhi, ye to Durga Mata ka avatar hai, reincarnation of goddess Durga. And if Indira Gandhi sent army into Darbar Sahib, then the same BJP passed a resolution saying, ye to 6 mahine pehle hona chahiye tha. So nothing has changed. It's a very clear message. Just couple of weeks ago, the people of Scotland, they have exercised their right of self-determination. And after 307 years, they have decided to stay with the United Kingdom. And we, all the other suppressed nationalities within the Indian map, they may be Sikhs, they may be Kashmiris, they may be Assamese, they may be Nagas, they may be Mizos, they may be Manipuris. They also have the right of self-determination to utter a place for their own country. It's not a crime under the UN Charter. If there can be Tamil Nadu, if there can be Maharashtra, if for a nation the word is used Rashtra, but when they named it as Maharashtra, why nobody objected? So if somebody says Azadi, somebody says freedom, somebody says Khalistan, somebody says Nagaland, it is well within the ambit of international law. This is well within the ambit of UN Charter of Human Rights. So in togetherness we stand, and this message of togetherness which has gone from here today, this should continue. It is a beginning of the regime of Modi. The aggressiveness they have shown in the first 4 months should be a reminder for us that what will happen in the coming 5 years. So this togetherness must be there. And I thank the organizers of this protest that how they have brought all the suppressed, oppressed, repressed nationalities within the Indian map, minorities within the Indian map, together on this forum. Thank you very much. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Bole Sonia!
Who is the killer?
Modi!
Who is the butcher?
Go!
Who is the butcher?
Modi!